Joined now by one of the newest members of the Manitoba Moose, forward Chase Yoder. Chase, good to finally catch up with you. Congrats again on signing your contract. Just take me through what this process was. Finishing your senior year up at Providence. Going to be a free agent, and then take me through what the process was like and what led to you signing here in Manitoba.
Yeah, I mean the process was, pretty smooth. Obviously Pittsburgh had my rights there at the end of the year, and then became a free agent. I think June 1, and then after that, I talked to a few teams, but ended up here in Manitoba, and super excited to get up there and get going.
And what was it about Manitoba that made you think that this was the right direction and the right decision for you in your hockey future?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunity available in Manitoba. I know I talked with the GM, and they didn't have the year they quite wanted last year, so I think they kind of wanted a little revamp, and I was excited to, get that opportunity and hopefully have some opportunities up there in Manitoba.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you talk about Manitoba, you talk about Providence. The one player that comes to mind is Parker Ford, who is also, a pretty big mainstay there in Providence College. There's a couple other who've been here in the past. Think of Brandon Tanev, a couple other players as well. But just did you speak to any of those guys beforehand? Did you have any relationships with any of these guys, maybe whether it's on the Moose or from your time at Providence?
I mean, yeah, Parker was my captain there in Providence for a couple years. Obviously, someone I look up to a lot, and there's a lot of things in his game that I respect and try and add into mine. Um, but yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, when you look about Parker Ford and his sort of career path, he signed also an AHL deal with Manitoba that turned that into a National League deal. Gets his first goal. Like, does that inspire you too a little bit, just knowing that you can go from, college hockey to the American League and then potentially to the National League?
No, I mean, like I said, he's someone I look up to a lot and respect a lot. And he's such a great player, and even better kid. But yeah, definitely, there's opportunity there for me, and seeing him do it definitely gives me some confidence going in.
What did that mean for you too to also wear the C there at Providence? I mean, that's a pretty great hockey program they run down there, and so what did that mean to have that honor to also wear the C and captain such an important club?
I mean, like you said, it's a huge honor. And, I gain the respect of a lot of my teammates, and, I have a lot of great friends there in Providence. And, yeah, like I said, it was a huge honor. And it was a lot of fun there in Providence for my 5 years.
When you look at yourself as a player and how you've developed over those 5 years there at Providence, who is a player that, who's a player you try and sort of mold yourself after, growing up, who was someone you looked up to, and who do you try and emulate when you get there on the ice?
I mean, I think someone I try and emulate is a Brandon Tanev type player, Yanni Gourde type
Right.
player, just high energy, in your face, fast players, closing time and space, and reliable 200 feet in the defensive zone, and then also chip in offensively.
And then what's the excitement level too of just coming to a new organization? Like you said, you probably would have had a couple camps in Pittsburgh as well, but to have the opportunity to come to a new organization, fresh faces like we've talked about, and that um I guess that opportunity to develop. What excites you about that?
Oh, I mean, I'm super pumped. Like you said, it's going to be great to, get into a new system and hear from different coaches. Although I respect all the coaches there in Providence with
Yeah.
Coach Lehman and the rest of the staff, but just excited to see some new faces, get into a new environment, and hopefully have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely, Chase. And we're looking forward to it here in a couple months. Congrats again on the deal. We'll see you here in Manitoba soon.
Thanks a lot, Austin.